The Raiders are looking for edge rushers going into the 2021 NFL draft. And these are the edge rushers that the Raiders should target going into this upcoming draft in April. Coming right up in this video right now.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost an arm and a leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.
What is going on, Raider Nation? What is going on? It is your boy Darian coming to you live with another video. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. And this is your first time ever being at our YouTube page. We would suggest that you subscribe and hit the bell button and get the latest news in all Raiders news. But we're back here with another Raiders video. In this video, we're going to be talking about draft season. Now we know that draft season is coming right along with everything going on, knowing that March is around the corner and we'll be 1 month away, or probably a month and a half away from the 2021 NFL draft. Now we know that we've been looking for some edge rushers going into this actual year. Knowing that the edge rushers have not been good, we don't know if we're going to get J.J. Watt or we're going to go get some other edge rushers or defensive tackles out of free agency. But I do have to say, we do need to look at some edge rushers going into the 2021 NFL draft. So let's get into this article by justblogbaby.com and who they pick that should be the edge rushers the Raiders should target in this draft. Let's go. And the first edge rusher that the Raiders should target going into the 2021 NFL draft, and that is edge rusher Ronnie Perkins from Oklahoma. Now, a defensive end out of Oklahoma, Ronnie Perkins is one of the top edge rushers in the draft. Now, Perkins is listed 6'3", 251 pounds, but look a lot bigger and plays a lot stronger, but most edge rushers around that size. Finishing the 2020 season with 5.5 sacks and 10.5 tackles for loss in only 6 games, Perkins displayed powerful hands, good usage, and some speed off the edge. While he is athletic, he doesn't have the best bend in the class, which makes him a hit and miss on the turn in the corner. But his explosion off the snap allows him to catch and tackle off the guard and get beaten quickly after the snap. Another concern with Perkins is that he missed 5 of the 11 games during the 2020 season due to a failed drug test prior to the 2019 Peach Bowl. Mike Mayock and John Gruden have shown they are willing to give players a second chances, so they probably isn't automatically disqualification in their eyes. Through the course of this depends on the individual in the situation. At Oklahoma, he played both standing up and with his hand in the dirt, but in my opinion, the best fit is a pure 4-3 defensive end. With his blend of athleticism and power, Perkins is a balanced edge rusher that can beat you with speed or a bull rushing the passer, as well as hold his own against the run, making it the number 2 edge rusher in the class, in my opinion, and the prospects who the Raiders should have their eye on their radar. In the second edge rusher that the Raiders should go after in the 2021 NFL draft is Miami Hurricanes Quincy Rocha. Quincy Rocha is a 6'2", 243-pound defensive end that started his career at Temple but spent his last season at the prestigious Miami. Rocha recorded 7 sacks as a freshman, 6 as a sophomore, and 13 as a junior before his production took a major dip in 2020, finishing with only 4.5 sacks. Regardless of the dip of production, Rocha was a lot of tools that you want in an edge rusher. Bend is what a personally most valuable in edge rusher, and Rocha, in my opinion, is the best pure speed rusher in the class with arguably the best bend in the class. Against the run, Rocha was not able to consistently hold the edge and was too often overpowered by able to disengage and fight off block. His instincts against the run could also see some improvement. While Rocha is the most balanced edge rusher prospect in the class, the Raiders need a pass rush help, period. Even if Rocha is the best fit as a situational pass rusher, he could be a potential impact giving the Raiders another speed rusher opposite of Max Crosby in today's passing league. In the third edge rusher that the Raiders should target in the 2021 NFL draft is going to be University of Pittsburgh Patrick Jones II. Like Ronnie Perkins, Patrick Jones II is a balanced defensive end that is capable of making impact against both the run and the pass. Standing at 6'5", 260 pounds, Jones has an ideal size for a defensive end and finished his college career with 2 productive seasons in a row for the Pittsburgh defense. In 2019, Jones recorded 41 tackles, 11.5 tackles for loss, 8.5 sacks. In 2020, his tally slightly improved, finishing with 42 tackles, 12.5 tackles for loss, and 9 sacks. Jones has a quick first step explosion off the snap and has a lot of rush move. He has a decent bend and he's a strong bull rush. One area Jones needs to improve on is his extension. Jones may lack length, but he can extend and use the length that he does, which he has allowed him to win at first contact more often. Jones can also stand and see better hands uses and technique. Now, Gus Bradley does employ the 4-3 defense, and Jones is a pure 4-3 defensive end without much experience dropping back into coverage, so the scheme does fit. As a likely second or third round pick, Jones has a potential step in day one as a 3-down edge rusher if the Raiders are looking to go that route early. Now, I absolutely agree with these edge rushers that the Raiders should target, in my personal opinion, is because that's something that we need going into this draft, is some defensive tackles and some defensive especially some edge rushers that we're going to need, because at the end of the day, we just could not get to the quarterback all this year at all. So I think this will be a good thing to see the Raiders go out and get some defensive players, especially on this defensive line, knowing that if we can't get nothing in free agency that could actually won't break our bank, I think the draft is the best way to go look at some edge rushers and some defensive linemen as well. So we do have some other sleepers that I didn't even mention, but we do have Chris Rump, the second from Duke University, and we have D'Angelo Malone from Western Kentucky. These two other guys are very interesting to look at. Make sure y'all go look up these guys. I did look at some film on them, and I was able to put film on this, but I wasn't able to, because YouTube is always going to be on their BS when it comes to putting up other people's content, so I was not able to put up any game film of these guys. But I really do like the 3 guys that we mentioned, which was Quincy Rocha, Ronnie Perkins, and Patrick Jones II. Those 3 guys are really good as far as good edge rushers that I see that we could get in a day 2, day 3 type of day. I don't see us get anybody in the day 1, in my personal opinion. If we go get someone in the day 1, it's going to be a defensive tackle or a linebacker. But an edge rusher, if it's there and it's a good edge rusher, I will go for it. But let me know what you think, Raider Nation. Let me know what you think. Do you think these edge rushers could be in our draft hands? Could it be here at the number 17 spot if there's no one really good there available? Or we should get them in day 2 or day 3 of the draft? Let me know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. We'll see you in the next live stream or in the next video. Peace.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and a leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.